What is up? D-Rock here, You First Outdoors. Well, folks, it's time for a follow-up review for the La Sportiva TX3 approach shoes. Absolutely awesome. So I've had my pair for just a little over a year now. Used them heavily in canyons and some hiking. Very impressed with them. And as you can see, well, these bad boys are very well used now. And I had to get another pair. That's right. However, this time I went with the spicy orange. What? Look at that. You can see me at night with these bad boys. Oh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the new pair, I'm going to put them side by side with the old pair and see what kind of wear and tear actually happened with them. And, you know, like I said, I used the shoe. So a couple things happened to the shoe that I kind of expected. And overall, they held up very well. As a matter of fact, I could probably keep going for a little while with the old pair, but you know, sometimes you just got to get a new pair of shoes, right? Okay, let's get started. All right, here we go. Used, brand new, shiny new. So I thought I'd just make a quick interjection here about the TX4 approach shoe by La Sportiva. I looked at this shoe and it's a nice looking shoe. You know, I'd take a pair for sure. But the upper here on the TX4 is solid. So it's a solid leather upper. And on the TX3, as you can see, it's mesh. So this model of shoe, the TX3, is going to drain better for water. The TX4, I mean, yeah, you could get them wet, but they're not going to drain very well. So I decided not to go for the TX4. And as far as I know, they're still going to make the TX3s, and so that's good to go. You know, if you're going to be in the canyons in the water, you're going to want the mesh. It's going to drain faster. It's not going to be as heavy. And anyway, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so as I said, I think the shoes are awesome. The one con that I found with the shoe that was kind of annoying, which I mean, there's nothing really you can do about it, is that while you're in the water, the shoe filled with sand really easy, and it starts compacting, and it actually starts to become a little annoying, like now I wouldn't say painful, but just annoying in the foot, like pressure that is. So you'd have to, at some point, you got to take it off, rinse out the shoe to get all that sand out. And that goes the same for if you're hiking in the sand, dry sand. It's going to suck in through the mesh, the fine sand. So you have to do the same thing. You have to take it off and dump it. I mean, that's just, there's no way around that. But that's the price you pay for having that mesh and that drainage. So, you know, what are you going to do, right? So let's have a look at what the tread looks like after. Kind of just look at that. See how the sand coming out? I don't know if you can see that, but just sand pouring out of that. Oh my God, I'm getting sand on my new shoe. Anyway, just fooling. Let's check out a look at the tread after a year of heavy use. I mean, it's worn down. You can see. But look at that. See that? Compared to that. Yep. There's still some on there, and the old shoes, they're still pretty sticky. They still hold well, but you know, you're not going to get the same effect, of course, as the brand new tread. So that's after a year of use. I mean, you know, these shoes go for about $134, $130, $140, right around that area, and they still hold up well. So I've actually got the original laces that came with the shoe. I'm surprised. I thought these were going to wear off. Jen had to replace her laces in her pair, so they did a braid and bust. But I thought I was going to lose the laces. What I'm ending up losing here are the actual sides. You can see that, how it's worn off like that, and it's actually ripped out right through there. And you can see how that's just abraded like that. And if these things were to pop off, I mean, it's still pretty solid in there. If they pop off, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. It's just they're not going to pop out. You still got this rubber right here keeping the lace in. So there is no separation in any of this right here on either shoe. You can see how that's all braided off right there. See how that's ripped out. But even if you were to lose these, I think the shoes, you know, you're not compromising the shoe. There's no separation up top between the upper and the sole. As you can see, still going strong. Seems to be a little bit, just a little bit on the heel there. But, you know, after a year, that's still pretty good. And if we look at the new one comparably, you know, it's all sleek and shiny. These little handle things didn't braid off. I mean, it's not really like you're rubbing against the canyon wall with these. So mainly just this right here, these two. And that's where you're pulling to tie the shoe and everything. Those are the ones that are braided off the most. Everything else is still fairly intact on the shoes. So that's pretty cool. They held up very well. Very impressed with them. Like I said, the only con I could find really is just how the sand builds up in the shoe and just adds a little bit of pressure, and then you have to take them off and dump them, rinse them out. But other than that, they drain fast, they dry fast. You can see in there maybe the light shining through there. You can see the mesh, how that meshes and it drains, and you can also understand how the sand will suck up in there like that. That's your X3 TX3 there. Really cool shoes. I'm gonna wear my new ones on a hike tomorrow up to Mountain of the Sun in Zion National Park. Pretty stoked about that. So there you have it, folks. It looks like they changed the lace on the newer one. It looks like it's, well, no, it's probably the same, it's just a different color. But for $130, $140, totally worth it. Absolutely. They held up. They're still going strong. And you know, I'll still wear these for sure. They're not going in the trash at all. There you have it, folks. La Sportiva TX3 approach shoe. After a little over a year of hard use, still chugging right along. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Support for the channel is greatly appreciated. We'll see you next time. D-Rock out.